Good morning, everyone. It's 5:30 in the morning on this first day of May, 2019. The topic of today's video, today's nobody's really watching my shit anymore topic is the county jail. Spokane County. I live in Spokane. And so it's funny because it's almost for 2 years, so I really got a really far too good look into that world and the problems and the bureaucracies and the just the problems that are and so like I think I've had my apartment for like 6, 7, 8 months now, probably 7. And so I've spoken for the city council about homelessness. I spoke for the city council about the county jail, and they told me wrong place, county commissioners. But I've posted some things about the problems with Seattle and their homeless, San Francisco and their homeless. I've watched a lot of documentaries on it, and nobody's really figured out how to solve homelessness. San Francisco homeless is just out fucking outrageous. They've got poo on the streets. In Seattle, I think so. You can get ticketed for having a plastic straw, but they'll leave you alone for shooting up heroin right there at the same corner. That's a societal problem because what it does is it undermines every law, and it's a kind of a bottom up type deal. If you're not enforcing these laws, but you're kind of enforcing those laws, but it suddenly makes every law less effective. Now, I'm not big on laws. I think the less laws, the better. Not that there should be no laws, but that there should be strong, like the 10 Commandments, right? There's only 10 of them, I think there should be more than 10 laws, of course, but at a certain point, making more laws is probably not improving the quality of anything. There's only so many laws before it starts encroaching on our freedoms as Americans. Okay, so I'm not a big law guy, but like this straw law is just stupid. I think that's unconstitutional. But if you're going to enforce a law, if you're going to ticket somebody for straws and you're not ticketing them for shooting up heroin in a public place, that undermines society. All right, and this is the problem with these cities, sanctuary cities, and cities like Seattle, is they make new laws and then they don't enforce them, and then it just creates a really a sickness and an illness in their societies. Here in Spokane, we still have a fairly decent. We've got a homeless problem, but it's not on the level of these other places as of yet. What I'm trying to say, I put a lot of thought into this. I put a lot of research. It's like a 4 or 5 prong solution: mental health, addiction, jail housing is one of them. Now, I'm not claiming. I was a part of a group that got a bunch of books to the jail, but really I didn't do much of anything because I don't have a car. It's really logistics. Robert, I'll get their names. I'll put their names, but they're doing a great job of getting books into the jail. Anyways, the conditions in our county jail are horrendous. And I think the conditions that our inmates are dealing with is part of the corrosion of society, and also why these homeless people are what's called disenfranchised. I truly believe that the dungeon that is Spokane County Jail. So yesterday, in a local newspaper called Black Now, or apparently it's some sort of cultural newspaper for on black issues, African descent issues, whatever you want to say. All right, so it says no new jail. I read the article. I don't agree. I don't even understand the reasons why they're saying no new jail. And what they're missing is, I don't like seeing people jailed, period. But I really don't like seeing people jailed in that particular jail. All right? So when I say we need a new jail, it's not for the people who are out on the streets right now, who might go to jail one day, who might be improperly profiled by some dirty cop and arrested. I'm not addressing that. I'm not saying that wouldn't happen. The poor motherfuckers in that jail right now are suffering to a degree that if you're not, that most people can't comprehend. All right? And they don't deserve it. Just because they're breaking the law doesn't mean they deserve what they get. All right? And anybody that comes at me, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Well, don't run your mouth or I might fucking smack you. All right? Don't run your fucking mouth, because you run your mouth like that and you get your house fucking kicked in. Hey, you run your mouth. So I'm not saying I'm doing that. I'm saying don't give me this if you can't do the crime, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Okay? It's oppressive in that county jail. It's a humanitarian fucking nightmare in that jail. All right? And the guards are not decent people. They're not hardworking decent people. They're lazy motherfucking union piss ants, all right, who don't want to fucking lift a finger to help a motherfucker, and they weren't that great to begin with, and then they get callous to the they treat people less than human in our jail. A lot of that has to do with they're not willing to pay overtime, and that's kind of wrong because of money. Really, you're going to arrest these motherfuckers, but you won't spend the money to take care of if you went into the humane society and you saw them treating rabid dogs like they do humans in our county jail, you'd be upset. But you're okay with how they treat humans in our jail. No. And don't get into me, there's a choice there. You're probably not smart enough to take me on about humanitarian conditions in our county jail. Okay? Because if you think they deserve it, then you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm not saying they don't deserve punishment. I'm saying that dungeon isn't reflective of what our society should be. And I know this is a hard subject. But, so, getting back to the homeless problem and a lot of these problems. So here's the thing. Okay, so I am for a new jail, and not just to make it cushy for people. We need a bigger jail so that people who have not been found guilty of a crime aren't treated like dirt. And then for local crimes, for misdemeanors and minor felonies, people have an institution where they can be taken off the street, suffer a consequence for the decisions they've made, okay, but also not be so disenfranchised by torturous conditions that they come out of our local jail more ready to break the law than they were when they went in there. And that's the thing. So, some people go, wow, that's so horrible, I don't want to go back. Others like, fuck these people. Fuck society. If they're willing to treat me like a less than human in there, why should I treat them less than like humans when I get out? There's psychology to back this up too. So when I read this article about no new jail, it mostly went to the future oppression of, which that should be addressed, but I can't address that. Okay, that's something that needs to be addressed. But whether we have a jail or not, the poor sons of bitches in there right now are suffering to a degree that is intolerable, in my opinion. All right. So we need a new jail. Simply, if we made no new arrests, we need a new jail. All right. So I'm saying, if we made no new arrests, but here's the other thing. So I believe in laws. I believe our officers, at the very least, should be able to ticket and arrest people at a certain level of, I don't like people going to jail on third-degree driving license, right? I don't want to see that come back around. I don't believe that's a jailable offense in the non-extreme. Okay. Uh, so, but I do believe that if you are going to go to jail, you should get out time from your cell. You should get books. You should get recreation. Trust me. Look, and this is coming from experience. I'm a very old convict. Okay. I was in Spokane County Jail back when you had one person to a cell, and you could smoke a damn cigarette in your cell legally, and you got out most of the day. Or you got out most of the day, you could watch TV, you got locked down in between meals, you got count time, you came out. No one wanted to be there then. It wasn't so nice that people were like, well, I just like it here. I'm just going, no. It was still a punishment. It was still not good. You know, it was, we need to find a way back to there, because that was a better time. It was better because you got out and you didn't have this foaming at the mouth hatred for the society that put you there. I'm telling you, that's what's happening here. So, and I'll probably go in front of the city council. I think you can get one a month. This needs to get done, but it needs to get done in a very comprehensive, right? In a very not just more jail cells, not more places to put people when they get arrested, but an institution that is there for people to pay the consequences for their decisions, but also get help, also be treated with decency, and then so when they're released back into the community from our county jail, they have a decent chance of not just falling right back into crime. So that's today's video. This morning, I'll probably make 20 more. Who knows?